Hi, my name is Dawn, and welcome to today's short practice. I call it a lazy day practice. In reality, this is a practice I might use when I'm super short on time, that maybe I'm at the beginning or the end of a migraine where I just I'm not really feeling up to my practice, but I just want to show up on my mat. It could be, in my case today, I stayed up a little too late last night, so here I am. So with the lazy day practice, just remember that it's maintaining consistency. Consistency always over duration. I feel like duration is more of how we challenge ourselves and grow. But if I'm just trying to maintain my rituals, my patterns, then showing up on the mat becomes an important thing, even if it's for 5 or 10 minutes. So our practice will probably be longer than 5 or 10 minutes, but it'll be enjoyable and lazy. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and find a comfortable seat on your mat in any kind of easy pose variation. And if it's comfortable, you can go ahead and close your eyes or soften your gaze. Hands can be palms down on your knees. And just noticing your sit bones on your mat. We'll take a long, slow, deep breath in. And gently let that go. On our next inhale, just sitting a little taller. And on your exhale, just kind of letting a bunch of that weight settle down while maintaining a nice tall spine. And leaving our eyes closed or softened, we can just bring our chin to our chest and let our head sit here for a moment. And when you're ready, just begin turning your head in one direction. So the rotation can be as big or small as you would like. You determine the pace. We'll go one more time. And when your chin comes back to your chest, we'll pause for a moment and let your head just hang down. Maybe just rocking your head side to side in this chin down position. And when you're ready, beginning a rotation in the other direction. Take one more rotation. And the next time your chin gets to your chest, we'll just bring our head right back up. So again, we'll inhale a nice tall spine. Exhale, releasing any muscles that don't need to be working. And then we're going to bring our shoulders up to our ears, move them backwards, and begin rotating them in this direction. So up and back. One more rotation. Then going the opposite direction. So now we're going back and up and coming back forward. One more time. We'll take an inhale, nice tall spine. Exhale, letting all the muscles we don't need to use relax. And we're going to take our right ear to our right shoulder. And just letting your head be in this position, noticing what you feel. Maybe taking that right hand and bringing your palm just above your ear. Not cranking down on your head, but just allowing gravity to intensify that stretch a little. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And then taking your gaze down to your armpit or maybe to your hip area. Feeling that stretch move into the back of your neck. One more breath here. And now gently with control, just rotating your gaze up to the ceiling. Now feeling that stretch more in the front of your neck. One more breath. Maybe with the assistance of that right hand, bringing your head back up to neutral, and then just allowing your left ear to come to your left shoulder. Again, we're just noticing it first. Maybe this position's enough. Otherwise, you can take your left palm and put it just above your left ear. Again, just letting the weight of your arm intensify that stretch just a little bit, opening up the right side of your neck. Just breathe. One more breath here. And slowly with control, taking your gaze past your armpit to your left hip. Again, we're just breathing. One more breath here. And when you're ready, with control and gentleness, taking your gaze up to the ceiling. Bring that stretch to the front part of your neck. One more breath here. Again, maybe using that left hand to help your head move up. From here, we're going to come into a side stretch. So we'll inhale both hands up. Exhale, bring your right hand to the mat and extending your left arm up and over. That left hip should be grounded. Bring the breath into that left side body. Inhaling, let's come back up to center. Palms up, and taking your left arm to the mat while the right arm extends to the opposite side. Again, your right hip should be grounded. Your gaze could be up to the ceiling to try to open that shoulder just a little bit more. Maybe extend those right fingertips just a little bit more. And inhaling back up to center. We're going to take that right hand back to the mat as we extend the left foot out to the side, and then coming back, bringing the left arm next to on the inside of your left thigh. If that's too far, you could put a block underneath. You could put your elbow on your leg, since this is lazy yoga. And then we're just going to take that right arm up and over. Extending those right fingertips. And grounding that left leg and that right hip. Maybe taking your gaze up to the ceiling. One more breath here. We're just going to leave the leg where it is. We're going to bring our torso up and just kind of turn towards that left leg. And then just extending, you could put your hands just on the outside of the leg, or maybe extending and holding on to that left foot. Continue to breathe. Notice the points of your body touching the floor. We'll take one more breath here. And maybe putting your fingertips on the floor as you sit back up. We're now going to bend this right leg and hop it over that left thigh, coming into a twist. So we're just going to go ahead and hug that right leg with your left arm and bring the right hand behind you. We'll inhale for a nice tall spine. Exhale as we gaze over that back shoulder. Grounding the right foot and the right toe. Take one more breath here. And as we unwind, we'll bring that left foot back in front of us. If it was behind, we can put it in front this time. So Setting ourselves back up, we're going to inhale our arms up. Taking the left hand to the mat, we're going to extend that right leg out to the side. And then again, maybe putting your elbow on your thigh. We're going to inhale the left arm up and over. Maybe taking your gaze up to the ceiling. That right foot is flexed, heel is grounded, left hip is grounded. Take one more breath here. And then we'll inhale ourselves back up to center, leaving the foot extended, but this time rotating our torso towards that right leg. As we walk our fingertips out, we could leave our fingertips here, or maybe grabbing on to that right foot. Coming back to your breath. Again, noticing where your body's touching the floor. One more breath here. And we can walk ourselves up, maybe using our fingertips on the floor. We're going to take that left leg and hop it over the right thigh. And from here, we're going to take that right arm, wrapping it around the left leg. Left hand is behind you. On our inhale, a nice tall spine. Exhale, taking your gaze over that back shoulder. Continuing to breathe, noticing what you notice. And when you're ready, we're going to come back. And this time we're just going to extend both feet out in front of us. So from here, we'll inhale our hand up. Exhale, keeping a nice straight back as we bring our hands in front of us. We'll take 2 breaths here. And then just allowing your neck and your back to just gently hang down. Maybe your hands are under your knees, holding onto your shins or your feet. Whatever feels right in this moment. Take one more breath here. On your next inhale, we'll walk ourselves back up. Just going to scoot our bottom forward so that we can then lie down on our mat and bring our knees into our chest. Maybe a rock side to side. Maybe putting your hands on your knees and letting them do some big circles together. Really noticing the points of your lower back touching the mat. So we'll do a couple rotations in one direction and then a couple in the other. And when you're ready, we're going to come into a happy baby. So bringing your hands to the outer blades of your feet and bringing your feet up towards the sky, allowing your knees just to be pulled down by gravity. Shoulders should be relaxed. Just breathe. Maybe bringing a rocking motion if it feels good today. And when you're ready, we'll come back to our knees to chest. And from here, just allowing your knees to come into a tabletop position. Arms can come out to the side in a T or cactus. And then we'll allow the knees to drop down to the right side. Your gaze can remain up at the ceiling, or you could take your gaze to your left fingertips. Just breathe. See if you can let go of all the tension that's in your body. The floor and the mat are here to support you. You can just let go. Every exhale an invitation to soften and release any tension. We'll take one more breath here. And on your next inhale, we'll inhale our knees up to center and taking them right over to the other side. Again, gaze can remain up at the ceiling, or you can take your gaze to your right fingertips this time. Again, doing your best to just release any tension. Feeling your arms so heavy. As you relax one body part, you may be able to welcome that relaxation into other body parts as well. We'll take one more breath here. On your next inhale, we'll inhale back up to center. One last squeeze. If you can make this a really big one, knees to chest. Maybe even bring your forehead to your knees. And as you release, we're going to come into a shavasana position. Whatever works for you today, whatever feels good. You can have your legs out, toes pointing away from each other, palms up with your arms at your side. Maybe tucking your shoulder blades onto your back. And feel all the weight of your body just sinking down. Feeling the top of your head relax, which spreads to your forehead. As your forehead brings this relaxation down into your eyes, which soften and feel so heavy. Noticing your breath for a moment, passing through your nostrils. And feeling the relaxation spread through your ears into your jaw. A softness as your jaw just melts down into your neck. Your neck is just melting into your shoulders. And your shoulders are so grounded, sinking down into the floor. So is your hips. You feel your whole body getting so heavy, giving your glutes permission to soften. Your arms and your legs just sinking down into the floor. And now you just allow each breath. If a thought pops in your mind, it's okay to acknowledge it, but let it go. And you can begin to deepen your breath, noticing your diaphragm as it engages with intention, letting each breath get a little deeper. Waken your core a little more. Maybe bringing some gentle movement to your fingers and your toes. Or rocking your hands, arms and legs, and feet side to side. Maybe even your head side to side. And when you feel ready, just bending your knees, bringing the soles of your feet to your mat. And allowing your body to roll onto a comfortable side, using your arm as a pillow. Come up into a comfortable seated position. Maybe your eyes are still closed and where your gaze is still softened. And we'll put our palms up on our knees. A nice tall spine. Notice your sit bones grounded. And just notice how you feel. Even with a lazy day practice, we begin moving that prana and start to feel those little tinglies and awake feeling within our body. So know that even a short practice like this, even a lazy practice like this, makes a difference. Let's go ahead and put our palms out to the side for a nice long, slow, deep breath in as we bring our palms up and over our heads where they touch. Exhale as you bring your hands down to your heart. We're going to do that one more time. Palms out to the side, a nice long, slow, deep breath in. Exhale, bringing your palms down to your heart and maybe bowing your head down to your heart, thanking yourself for showing up today, even though it was incredibly difficult. Know that every time you show up on your mat, for no matter how long and no matter what you do, it does make a difference. I thank you for showing up today and sharing this time with me. Namaste.